Hello, 8th graders. All right, so last lesson of the week, lesson 3.3. Starting off with the light blue box on page 100. What we're doing for this assignment is we're just taking the object and we are rotating it. We're doing this in increments of 90 degrees. So we're either going clockwise or counterclockwise. If you think about looking at a clock, you should be able to figure out the clockwise and counterclockwise, which way the hands move, right? So again, I'd like you on page 100 to copy down that light blue box. I've already done it for you. Okay, again, if I'm going too fast for you, just hit the pause button and we'll get you straightened out. Okay, so here is what the rules are for lesson 3.3. Okay, rotations on a coordinate plane. Rotations about the origin in increments of 90 degrees. Follow the transformation rule. Okay, if you think about a clock going 90 degrees clockwise and 270 degrees counterclockwise, you're really at the same point. Okay, same way with 180 degrees. If I go 180 clockwise, it's the same as 180 counterclockwise. Okay, and then if I go 270 degrees clockwise, okay, the counterclockwise is the same as 90 degrees. Right? If you're thinking about a clock, say clockwise, if I go 90 degrees on a clock, I'm at 3 o'clock, right? But if I go backwards 270 degrees, now I'm at 3 o'clock as well, right? So here's the rules. If I go 90 degrees clockwise or 270 counterclockwise, the x and the y becomes the y, you put that where the x is, and you do the opposite x, okay? For 180, either direction, because as we just said, it's the same spot, you just get the opposite x and the opposite y. If you go 270 degrees clockwise or 90 degrees counterclockwise, your xy becomes your opposite y goes where the x was, and the x just goes where the y was, all right? Now we'll do an example of this, so don't stress, we'll go through it. Remember, if you need to, just hit the pause button, okay? All right. So, example 1, okay? If we're at 2, 3, and I gotta go 90 degrees clockwise, well then I'm using this rule here. So the 3 goes where the x was, because it's x, y, becomes y opposite x. So my 2, 3 becomes 3, negative 2, okay? When I look at 180, my xy becomes opposite x, opposite y. So my 2, 3 becomes opposite 2, opposite 3, all right? And then when we go 90 degrees counterclockwise, which is the same as 270, all right, we go x, y becomes opposite y, x, all right? To do that, okay, we're at 2, 3, and now we're going to go opposite opposite y, and then the x, all right? Now the next one we're gonna do is on a piece of graph paper, we're gonna take the triangle ABC, okay, and we're gonna rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So, I have already drawn it there, okay? So what it should look is like this when we're done, okay? So, if we go back to these, okay, and we're at 0, 2, 3, 1, negative 4, negative 2, and remember our rule is x, y becomes 90 degrees clockwise, becomes x, y, y opposite x, y opposite x. So therefore, for this one, it's going to be 2, and the opposite of 0 is just 0. So that's the new A. The new B will be 1, negative 3. And the new c, okay, would become negative 2, positive 4. All right. So now I'm going to graph those points on here. Okay. Sorry, it's hard for me to do this. If I had one more hand, it'd be great. Okay. So my new A is at 2, 0. There's my new A. My new B is at 1, negative 3. And my new C is at negative 2, positive 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to use dashed lines again. And there we go. It's the same shape, just moved, just rotated 90 degrees. Okay. So again, if you need to, go back, rewatch this. All right. Take a look at it, hit pause button if you need to. Send me a chat if you're confused at all, and I will gladly help you. Okay. And I want you to have a wonderful day. Remember, all your assignments are due by 3 o'clock on Friday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.